All right, so let's get started. Um, I'm painting on a I think it's 9 by 12, and it's acrylic paper, kind of in a notebook. That way it keeps it nice and neat. It's up to you. You can try canvas board, notebook, whatever works best for you. I am using acrylic paint. Acrylic paint dries fast and it does stain. So keep that in mind. Protect your clothing or not, it's up to you. My brushes, I don't know what size, but for my background, I do like to use a larger brush, and I don't know what size it is, so I really can't tell you that one. But you can find these anywhere, the largest flat brush. I will go down, well, like I said, I'm using paper towel today, so I might go down a size and brush just to get the tree trunk, but really based on the size, actually I can still use, but whatever works best for you. And we're going to try it that way. So my background is blue and white, and but I blended it not on my tray, but blended it more so on the paper. I like it on my paper because it gives it some texture and dimension, different shades and stuff like that. But if you want to mix it on your tray, you're more than welcome to do that. So I'm going to grab my largest flat brush and I'm going to dip it in the water because I like the water helps the paint flow across your surface a little bit wetter, a little bit better if it's, a little more fluid. I do use a Deco Art paint. It's a fluid paint. And I know a lot of people use the tube paints. That you're welcome to do that. The fluid, for me, it just moves around the canvas a little bit quicker, and that's what I like. So I'm dipping my brush in my blue, and there's no rhyme or reason. I'm now dipped it in white, kind of dark there. So I think I'm gonna put more white and then put blue on top so it won't be too dark. But I'm just kind of going a little horizontal. You don't have to. That's just because I'm left-handed and it's easier to do it that way for me. This is the relaxing part. You'll remember that, Diane, just swiping that paint across the canvas. Hey, Rachel. So for us, I know the whole country almost.
I miss Diane.
So I don't know about you guys. Probably not so much in Florida. You guys might have got not even a snow flurry. But today it warmed up to the 60s, and that darn ice and snow finally started melting. Now don't get me wrong, it's melting, but it's going to drop below freezing tonight. So all that ice that's melting now is going to just turn into um slick roads. But just in and out of school, um, the mail, because of the ice and snow piled up in front of the mailboxes, they quit delivering. But I'm okay. It's probably just some bills anyway. But since the snow, we've gotten mail twice. I guess they collect it up in bundles and periodically come by and drop it off because they basically have to get out of their vehicle to put them in the mailbox because there's so much snow piled up in front. And usually in my neighborhood, people shovel their sidewalks. It did not happen. It was a lot of snow. It did not happen. And then even when we did open back up, they didn't go and hit those side roads. So a lot of the buses were still struggling try to, pick up the kids. So that kind of sucked. But again, today we are tunneling out. Now we've been driving, they hit the roads up pretty good. The main roads back in 96, 97, I believe. might have been later, earlier, 95, something like that. We had a really big snow, and we have three major interstates that go through our city. I-71, I-65, and I-64 all go through our city. And we also have a hub. UPS has a hub here. So that storm hit, it got it shut the city down. It shut the highways down because they weren't prepared. They didn't, do what they were supposed to. They weren't prepared. And it shut the city down. All the interstates can't come through Louisville, shut it down. Semi trucks sitting on the interstate, stuck, couldn't move. Well, UPS says, Louisville, if it ever happens again, we're leaving. So guess what? Our interstates look great all the time. They said, oh, okay, we'll never let that happen again. So if you have an area that's kind of might be too dark for you or too light, just go over it again with another layer and you're good to go. I don't want it too wet because we're getting ready to make some stuff happen, and you'll see I didn't go all the way to my edges or corners. That's okay. It gives it some dimension or some people, they do that. They only paint in the middle. And then if I wanted to frame it, it would be covered up anyway. Not that I'm framing it, but just if. So I have my background covered. The thing about that, like I can jump in and start on my brown, because that brown, even if my surface is still a little bit wet, that brown, it's pretty dark. It'll just kind of cover up everything, so it's fine. But while that dries for some of you guys, yeah, there you go. Dorothy has a blow dryer. So I do some, I don't use it because this paper, it absorbs the liquid, so it dries pretty fast. But if you're on a canvas, which doesn't dry as fast, because not that I move at a quick pace, but so you can do that and hit it with a dryer. Like I said, it's acrylic paint, it dries fast. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brown paint, my darker, well, a dark and a light, but I'm gonna start with my darker paint. You can, if you don't want to use brown, you can use a black, make your tree whatever color you like. I'm going to go ahead and put some brown on my tray. And it just exploded. So now I paint all over my hand. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my lighter brown as well. And the reason that I want the lighter brown is make sure this one doesn't explode. Ooh, it exploded. I don't know why these paints are doing this. Well, I think it's because I did leave them in the car overnight while it was freezing outside. And now my paints are exploding open. So now if you were ever wondering what'll happen if you leave your paint overnight in the car and bring it back in, it expands and explodes. All right. So I'm going to stick with my largest brush and um, make as many branches on your tree as you like. You don't have to use um, the same amount as I do. And again, I'm okay if it's a little bit wet because this paint is just going to kind of dry. Paint, it's going to go right on top. Mine's is dry, but if it is, that dark is just going to cover it up. So I'm not going to go straight up. Please don't make trees that go straight up. And you see that as an angle. I'm still going to base all of my branches in that same spot, but I don't want it to see that? I don't want them to be straight up. Now, some of them, as I go up, I have less paint on my brush, so it's a little bit thinner. So I'm just going to go back over and do that. How many branches do I want? Again, you guys do what works for you. Kind of fill it out. You can fill it up or, just kind of look at what you have to see if you want some more, if that's enough, stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Now it's still wet, but I am gonna still come back on top, dip my brush in my lighter brown and come on top. I'm not gonna completely cover it, but I'm just gonna put some in there because it's gonna give it a little bit of dimension. It's gonna give it a lot of dimension. It's not gonna look flat. That's what adding color, another color. You see that? And it might, depending on how you press your brush down into the other paint, it might mix a little bit, but hopefully there's still some lighter paint on top of your dark brown. But I'm just doing one swipe. I'm not doing multiple wipes because the more times you wipe on the tree, you start blending the paint in with the brown. And again, I want it to be some variations. I put a little bit of white on mine too. I guess you guys can see that really lightness, but that's me trying to, again, put some dimension to my tree. And the tree doesn't have to look pretty because we're getting ready to layer it and put some stuff on top. So don't worry about if it's not pretty or not even or anything like that. Because again, some of it we're not even going to see it. Wow, and Eventbrite sent me an email, said that they're having technical difficulties. But I don't think you guys had any issues coming in. Okay, so now we're ready to, this is a short one. I'm like, now that I'm like ready to put the leaves on, I was like, well, that was it. This was a short one. So again, you can just use paper towel, um, or a sponge if you have a sponge, but I'm gonna just roll my paper towel. And I have my paper towel is not just like a thin, I took a whole paper towel and I folded in half. And then so this is the half part. And I'm just rolling it up. I was trying to make it look like a flower, but it did not always, I didn't succeed. So it is what it is. And again, you don't even have to roll the paper towel up. You can just use a paper towel to dab the paint on. Okay. Looks like a cigar. But yeah, I just rolled it up like that. And now I'm going to first dip it in my white. And some of my white has a little blue in it, so you might see some. And you guys see it? It's just kind of making rings. Not really what I wanted, but let me see. I wanted my inside to stick out some too. So more than likely, I'm getting ready to just switch over and just do my purple. You can do purple or pink because a lot of times these trees do the purple, do the pink. All right. So just so now I'm just dipping my paper towel in. You can continue with the circles if they work for you. Well, and again, like I said, don't worry about that underneath because it was going to be covered anyway. And I'm bringing it all the way. I think I like my roll better. I'm going to go back to rolling my paper towel. And then also, I have I don't have like the flimsy paper towels. I have real paper towels. I won't say real, but okay, I have Costco brand towels. So they're kind of thick. And so that makes a difference sometimes. But I like the roll. I like the circles. So let me try it again. And I didn't cover the whole tree. I kind of had some where it goes across here. And this is fun because are we making art or are we making a mess? I don't know about you, but I'm making art.
Stop making the circles. It's so fun.
Yeah, I like the circles better than just dabbing the paper towels. You guys, I'm going to kind of go across because I still want to see some I still want to see the branches in there. So I'm not going to completely cover the branches. All right. Make the tree as full as you like, but again, be careful. Don't cover up all the branches. You still want to see it. Gives it some, the tree is light, the background is light. So not the tree, the flowers, the the treetops are bright, the background is bright, so you still need that dark peeking in there to kind of balance it all out. And I'm looking at my example. I probably put some black in my tree. That's why it looks so dark over there. So that's up to you. I'm going to leave mine. I'm not going to worry about the black, but that's also an option. And so I've dipped it in white, then dip it in purple. So now that's where you kind of see where it's kind of blended. I'm gonna bring a, I'm gonna bring some down here. Uh-oh, somebody is jumping in or wants to jump in. Hi, welcome. We are actually finishing up, but I did stream it to YouTube, and you are welcome to watch it on YouTube. All right. How about, it's not an example, but I'm getting carried away. How about some down that have fallen off the tree? How about that? Okay, I kind of like that. All right. I try not to get quiet. You guys know if I get quiet, I'm in the zone. I'm getting ready to break out and go keep painting something else. I'm gonna come back to teaching. But I like that a couple. And we're pretty much finished. Just putting a little extra little finishing touches on it, and those are optional. Okay. Yep. Keyboard's gone to sleep. I love it. All right, I'm ready for you. Like this group, they don't show their pictures, Diane, but I would love for you to show your picture. I'm ready. Oh, I love it. Yes. What do you think?
Yeah, I liked it. Was so much fun and easy. I like
Yeah,
easy.
back in the saddle. I like because mine's is kind of loose. Yours is like really dense. You put a lot of flowers on it. I like it. It's richer.
Oh, thank you. I've gone to so many art classes, but nobody teaches like you, like where you start from scratch and tell us what to do. It's wonderful.
That's because I've had no formal training. All right, hold on, Rachel. I see she's ready.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Hold on, Rachel. I'm coming. All right, you went with pink. Okay, we can't see it now.
oh, you talking about me?
Yes, you're the only
Oh, okay. You
Rachel.
said how long?
Yeah, hold on, because I was trying to get the spotlight on there. Okay, I love it. You went with pink.
Yeah, like a magenta.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Is that watercolor? Is that acrylic?
Acrylic.
Okay, okay. I have
I do
seen
have some
wood too.
watercolors though.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be neat. I kind of want to I don't do watercolor. The most I would do is it would be fun, maybe like a watercolor background and then
Oh
paint
yeah,
acrylic on
yeah.
top. I could do that, but I am not like again, I have no formal training.
We did good. Did good.
All right. So that any Dorothy, you look like you wanna, yes? Do you want to show it? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, you, that's, yes, yes, you do. Okay. Here I come. We're ready, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. I tried to, I don't have purple, so I tried to mix it. Not so good.
Oh, it turned out great. Goodness. Yes, it turned out great. It didn't have to be purple. You choose. It turned out great.
Looks
Um,
wonderful. I like the way you did the background, leaving the white.
yes. Yeah. It reminds me of hearts. Like you have hearts all over the trees. Love it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. It was short, but it was fun. I don't have the painting ready for next because I struggle. It's like, what could I do? So I'm still working on that as well. So we'll see what we can come up with for next month. It's St. Patrick's Day month. So maybe I can figure out a green gnome. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So let's try that. All right, ladies.
Okay,
Get some
Okay,
time back. Thanks for coming. Thanks for painting with me, and I'll see you
right.
next time.
Bye-bye.
bye.
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 Bye. Thanks. Where's the leave button?